carefully edited episodes of Sister Wives. Behind the carefully edited episodes of Sister Wives, two stories shook the Brown family at its core. A catfishing scandal that nearly broke Meri, and a secret confrontation between Christine and Robyn that TLC cameras never dared to show. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain, and you won't believe what was left out. What if the biggest turning points in Sister Wives history were the very moments we never got to see? To understand the fallout, we have to go back. Back to a time when Meri was the first wife, the emotional anchor, and when Christine and Robyn's uneasy bond was already unraveling. Part 1. Secrets, Lies, and Heartbreak. On Sister Wives Season 9, Episode 8, Meri's world begins to unravel in ways fans never imagined. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on the stress, the catfishing scandal, and the hidden health battles that changed everything. But was Meri truly a victim, or was there more beneath the surface? Stay with us, because what happens at the climax will shock you. What if the person you trusted most online didn't even exist? And what if the fallout threatened your family, your faith, and your health?
I was the one who made that move and went to go talk to the lawyer first, because
Meri Brown, Kody's first wife, and once the emotional anchor of the Sister Wives family, finds herself slipping further away. In this episode, the cracks are visible. Her stress levels are at an all-time high. Her marriage feels cold, and her health begins to show signs of strain. But behind the scenes, Meri was carrying a secret. A relationship online, a lifeline for her loneliness. Except, this wasn't a man at all. It was a woman pretending to be someone else. How could Meri, a grown woman in her 40s, fall for an online scheme? But the real story isn't that simple. Loneliness in a plural marriage. Kody's growing distance and favoritism toward Robyn. Meri's fragile health, stress, anxiety, and physical symptoms. Family backlash. Christine and Janelle quietly questioning her loyalty. By the midpoint of the episode, viewers watched Meri wrestle with shame, confusion, and a marriage that no longer felt like home. And the pressure mounted. But what if Meri's health crisis wasn't just emotional? What if the catfishing scandal was pushing her body to the breaking point? And then the twist. The man Meri thought she was confiding in was exposed as Jackie Overton, a woman running a long-term scam. Meri's private messages, her hopes, her heartbreak, were splashed across tabloids for the world to see. The betrayal was devastating. But the fallout? Even worse. Fans split down the middle. Some saw Meri as naive, desperate, and weak. Others saw her as trapped, a woman gasping for connection in a marriage that had already failed her. Was Meri the villain or the victim of a family dynamic that left her emotionally starved? Break down stress and catfishing psychology, why loneliness makes people vulnerable. Highlight Meri's health struggles and their connection to emotional turmoil. In the end, Season 9, Episode 8 isn't just about catfishing, it's about a woman's fight to be seen, valued, and heard. Meri's story mirrors the struggles of countless women who juggle faith, family, and the weight of unmet needs. And while Meri's scars from this episode remain, one question still lingers. Was this the breaking point that finally set her free from Kody, or the chain that kept her tied even longer? What do you think? Was Meri betrayed, or was she simply searching for love in all the wrong places? If you've ever felt the sting of betrayal, or if you believe Meri deserved better, hit the like button, share this documentary with your friends. Part 2. 2 wives, 1 husband, and a secret confrontation that TLC cameras never aired. Sister Wives fans thought they'd seen it all. But what if the most explosive showdown between Christine and Robyn was hidden behind the scenes? Now we uncover the live confrontation that insiders say changed the Brown family forever. And by the end, you'll question why the network chose silence over scandal. What was said that night so raw, so cutting that producers buried it from viewers? By the time season 9 was rolling, Christine had reached her breaking point. Years of feeling sidelined, replaced by Robyn as Kody's emotional favorite, left her raw and furious. Meanwhile, Robyn, the so-called peacemaker, was quietly rising in influence, both in the family and with Kody himself. But then came the night. A family gathering. Tensions already simmering. Christine, unable to contain years of resentment, turned on Robyn. Not with tears. With fire. Imagine a confrontation so sharp that even Kody was left speechless. For Christine, it wasn't just about jealousy, it was about survival in a marriage that had erased her voice. For Robyn, it was about defending her role as Kody's chosen partner. And for Kody, it was the moment he could no longer hide where his loyalty truly lay. But if cameras were rolling, why didn't TLC air the most explosive fight in Sister Wives history? The twist? Producers made a choice. The footage was reportedly too raw to damaging to the families. Imogen risked breaking the illusion of balance in the Brown household. So, the confrontation vanished from the final cut. But silence only fueled suspicion. Word of the fight leaked. Fans demanded answers. Some accused TLC of protecting Robyn. Others claimed Christine's fury revealed the truth of plural marriage, that love, divided, leaves only wreckage. Did the network bury the fight to save ratings to protect Kody and Robyn's narrative? Christine's eventual decision to leave Kody tied back to this unseen moment. Robyn's reputation as the homewrecker cemented in fan forums. What it means when women's voices are silenced in reality TV. Why fans across America, especially women 30 to 80, saw Christine as a mirror of their own struggles in unbalanced relationships. This wasn't just a fight between 2 women. It was a showdown between power and silence, between favoritism and survival, between being chosen and being cast aside. In the end, Christine walked away. Robyn stayed. But the unaired fight still lingers in the shadows, shaping everything that came after. Maybe TLC thought the world couldn't handle the truth. But fans? Fans were ready. So what do you think? Was the fight cut to protect the Browns or to protect TLC's profits? If you believe Christine's voice should have been heard, hit that like button. Share this documentary with other Sister Wives fans. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. Meri, Kody's first wife, found herself isolated. Her daughter grown, her marriage distant, her voice drowned out by new dynamics. Online, she sought connection. Instead, she found betrayal. Explained Jackie Overtone's catfishing scheme. I was just so alone. I thought someone understood me. But what if Meri's health struggles weren't just emotional? Stress can break a body as much as a heart. Doctors later noted Meri's visible anxiety. Her weight fluctuated, her stress lines deepened. Fans debated, was she a victim of emotional neglect or of her own choices? While Meri's private pain made headlines, another battle was brewing. Christine, tired of being overlooked, watching Kody's favoritism grow, finally confronted Robyn in a moment so explosive. It never aired. It happened during a family gathering in season 9. Cameras rolled, but producers cut the footage. Reported details: Christine accusing Robyn of manipulation, Robyn defending herself through tears. The word betrayal echoed, and even Kody couldn't step in. Why did TLC bury the fight? To protect Robyn or to protect the show? For fans, the fight explained so much: Christine's eventual exit, Robyn's deep mistrust from viewers, and Kody's unshakable loyalty. Facebook groups buzzed. Reddit threads exploded. The community called it the fight that broke the Browns. Both women, in different ways, were pushed to the edge by Kody's neglect. Kody legally divorced Meri to Meri Robyn for custody reasons. In the eyes of the law, Robyn was the wife. In the eyes of fans, Christine was the fighter. And Meri was fading. But the question remains, did TLC protect the family or deceive the fans? The twist is this: the real breaking points of Sister Wives weren't the staged family talks or rehearsed dinners. They were the raw, unfiltered moments, the catfish betrayal, and the secret fight that TLC chose to hide. Her confrontation with Robyn was the first crack in her goodbye. Meri stays. Her catfish scandal didn't free her. It trapped her in shame. YouTube and TikTok clips of women saying, "I saw myself in Christine. I lived Meri's loneliness." What happens when the truth is too real for reality TV? For women watching at home, many juggling faith, family, and unmet needs, Christine and Meri weren't just characters. They were mirrors. Of resilience. Of heartbreak. Of what happens when your story gets edited out. In the end, Christine found freedom. Meri found survival. Robyn found loyalty. And fans? They found themselves asking, who was really betrayed, the women or the viewers? Was TLC protecting the Browns or protecting their ratings? In the early seasons, Meri was Kody's legal wife, his first partner. Christine was the cheerful peacemaker, raising kids with energy. And Robyn, the newcomer, was introduced as the saving grace. But cracks formed quickly. What if the seeds of betrayal were planted years before the scandals exploded? Meri's world grew smaller. Her daughter moved away. Kody grew colder. And in her loneliness, she found a voice online. A man who listened. Or so she thought. But what if this wasn't just emotional betrayal? What if it broke Meri's health too? Doctors say prolonged stress elevates cortisol, causing weight gain, anxiety, even depression. Fans saw the change, her smile fading, her energy dimming. While Meri's private shame played out in tabloids, another storm brewed inside the family. Christine, who had endured years of being sidelined, finally confronted Robyn. And it was so raw. TLC never aired it. Why erase the fight? To protect Robyn or protect the franchise? The showdown wasn't just Christine versus Robyn. It was years of favoritism versus neglect. And the legal divorce of Meri for Robyn's sake only fueled the divide. Kody's divorce from Meri 2014 court docs gives fans said it symbolized her demotion. What happens when women's voices are silenced on screen and at home? The twist? The real breaking points of Sister Wives weren't family talks on TV. They were the hidden fights, betrayals, and legal moves that never made it into the edit. Meri's catfish scandal, Christine's fiery confrontation, and Robyn's silent grip on Kody. For women watching many juggling marriages, kids, and faith, these stories weren't just TV drama. They were reflections of being overlooked, of being betrayed, of being silenced. Was the real betrayal inside the marriage or in the edit room at TLC? Christine left, reclaiming her life. Meri stayed, searching for worth. Robyn held on tightly to Kody. But the fans? They saw the truth in the gaps between the edits. And they never forgot. So who was really betrayed, the wives or the viewers who were kept in the dark? If you believe Christine's fight should have been aired door, then Meri deserved better. Hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your voice is part of this story too. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the untold truths of sister wives. And stay tuned because in our next episode, we uncover what really drove Janelle to her breaking point.